Hello everyone, I'm Rachel and you're listening to Let's Talk Avatar. This is a watch through of The Legend of Korra. Isaac and I will be discussing each episode and giving our opinions on it. Just as a reminder, this podcast does contain spoilers for The Legend of Korra. This is a teen-rated podcast, so listener discretion is advised. Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Talk Avatar. My name is Rachel.
My name is Isaac.
And today we're spicing things up for you. We are doing one episode from this point on instead of two. Instead of mine.
Let's Talk Avatar stands. Come get y'all juice.
Do we have any stands?
Do we have any juice to give them?
Pre-warning, I'm sitting on a really squeaky chair. I'm going to do my best to sit still, but if you hear like a fart noise, and I promise it's not me, it's the chair.
Rachel's been a little gassy today.
And a few beans, but it's okay. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Season 3, Episode 1 of The Legend of Korra. What's the name of this episode? Because I did not write it down. This book is called Change, I can tell you that.
Yep.
What's the first episode called?
Wait.
And I just threw my phone, and I can't move because the chair will squeak. Oh, you threw your phone too?
Where is my phone? Oh, there you are.
Give us a minute, guys. If you haven't already, check us out on Instagram. Let's Talk Avatar. That's the best way to reach us. Send us a message, connect with us. We do giveaways. I'm actually planning our next giveaway. So if you're interested, follow us. You might win. And if you create any kind of Avatar merch and you'd like to be featured in our giveaway, send us a message because we'd love to include you. We love supporting fellow Avatar fans.
We love the Unagi.
We love the Unagi.
Okay, so episode 1, which we will be talking about today, is called A Breath of Fresh Air.
Ooh, appropriate.
Which is very appropriate for this whole season, actually.
So I'm really happy we're going to just one episode per episode because it gives us more time to talk about the episode, and
it gives us more time to build clout.
It makes our podcast last longer, yes. And two, I feel like it's gonna help. I think this, but I don't know for sure. I feel like it's going to help us stay focused because we only have one episode to worry about.
Yeah, so we're like paying attention to every little detail.
Yeah.
Not hour-long rants, but that's beside the point.
So, what about this episode was your... Oh, and you know what? I told you I wanted to do this. First impressions. It's been a while since... I know we've already seen this season, but first impression.
I loved it. It's my favorite opening to a season ever out of Korra and Avatar The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay.
I just love it because it's like, I don't know, Republic City is taken over by these vines. They're having to deal with the spirits now in the real world for the first time in 10,000 years. And I feel like they did a good job incorporating it without it feeling forced. Mm-hmm. And that is the key to a good intro, especially when you're coming from a previous season, for it not to feel forced.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. They did a really, really good job. And the action they have included, it's very to the point. It's not slow moving. It's to the point, like, hey, there's airbenders popping up all of a sudden. Let's go get them kind of thing,
Airbenders popping all around.
Yeah, no. I know.
There is this one airbender they do go to, and he's 22, lives in his mom's basement, and the mom is basically like, yep, I'm trying to get this hoe out of here.
I think that's the second episode. Well, guys,
we're giving you a little taste of our next episode.
We're going to give you a little preview of what we're going to talk about. This episode, yeah, I really liked it. Man, it's hard with one episode. Because I want to talk about the second episode already. Okay, I can't. First episode, we had to resist watching the third episode because we would finish the season today if we wanted to. Well, if you let us. I mean, I would. this season I realized I feel like I really haven't paid attention to it the past few times I've watched it.
I was just about to say something about episode 2.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, yeah, when...
No. No. Save it for the next episode.
Have you guys watched Lupin on Netflix?
Is it good?
Anyways, I don't know. It's just popping up.
Witty, exciting, and mystery. Sounds interesting. Just by that.
Next podcast? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love how harmonic convergence is bringing this wacky, weird twist to the world of Avatar.
They did a really good job, like you said, like transitioning from end of season 2 to the beginning of season 3, because they're still talking about harmonic convergence and how that has altered the world. And it's not like they've like completely skipped that and just like, boom, moved on. Because I feel like a lot of shows do that.
For all of y'all astrology hoes out there, I feel like they're really taking inspiration from that in a sense that, like, the world is literally shifted over. Does that make sense? Like, the placement of their world?
Yeah.
I just think it's cool that they take from every single religion.
I'm trying to remember
like,
what
boom, boom,
happened
boom.
in episode 2 and where it stopped in episode 1. Like,
or not religion, but ideology, anyways.
How did it end? Zahir. That's where it ended, right? So Zahir, the mastermind of season 3, including the Red Lotus, but like he's the leader of them all. Me and Isaac realized something that we never noticed before. So when the White Lotus goes to feed him, he now has airbending, and they are shocked and they're
like, I hope you like rice.
Oh my gosh. They're like, you're not a bender. And me and Isaac had this idea before that he was just always an airbender, and they took his powers away, and then he got him again, but...
Which is not true, because Tenzin and Aang, during his time, were the only 2 airbenders.
Exactly, and there was none before that. They were literally all killed. So, our ideas... And this wasn't even an idea we talked about. It's just something we both thought in the back of our minds without really ever considering until this point.
Can we talk about how Tenzin did what his dad couldn't do?
What was that?
Reproduce even more airbenders.
Yeah.
Aang was only able to reproduce one.
Pema's not a bender, so like there was nothing going against it. Whereas Katara's a waterbender, so you have a waterbender and an airbender. It's kind of like genes. That's how I imagine it. It's
you know what? I feel like
when you have dark hair, blonde hair, blue eyes, brown eyes.
Fire and air go really well together. Water and earth go really well together. But any combination other than that is just...
What does that say about Katara and Aang?
Maybe it was like conflicting. When the sperm was meeting the egg, maybe the air wasn't strong enough to open up.
So that's why you're saying
Did you know when a sperm cell is swimming to the woman's egg, white blood cells come into that area where the egg is in, the uterus, and they literally attack the sperm and like absorb it and destroy them.
Really?
So you're not just a winner in a race, you're a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
Because
I'm not gonna give up.
We just bust out into...
That's really fascinating, actually. I mean, I gave birth and I didn't even know that.
Anyways.
That's crazy. Sorry for that human development little tidbit there.
Sorry for anyone that doesn't want to hear about...
Can you tell we haven't recorded in a while because we're kind of out of the group. We're trying to ease ourselves.
New year, new us, guys.
Oh yeah, happy 2021, everyone.
I mean, it's what, the
16th? 16th?
We're already halfway through January.
I mean, I have, but I haven't.
This year is zooming by faster than 2020.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah, back to Avatar. We're getting so off track. To the person that left a comment on our Podbean saying they really like our podcast.
I have been trying to message you back so many times.
Yeah, we've tried to. It's just not working. But we saw your comment. We love your comment.
We notice you.
We notice you. We also noticed the fact you said that we go on many rabbit holes.
Which we do.
Yeah, we do. We do. And I'm not even going to apologize for it because it's just us.
Can we make like a sticker of like a rabbit hole?
Yeah, that is literally... That person summed up our podcast perfect. They're like, a lot of rabbit holes. And I'm like, I can't even say no because we're in a rabbit hole right now.
We are?
Think about it. What are we talking about?
I'm
Avatar?
So confused. What?
Okay, the person was saying a lot of rabbit holes.
You are on drugs.
No, listen to me. we do go in a lot of rabbit holes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll be talking about Avatar, and then you just brought up a woman's uterus, and then we're talking about stickers. Like, we go from one thing to another. We're not...
But you said we are in... Oh, okay, I get it now. Never mind.
Right now we are, because we're not talking about Avatar. Like, we're keep skipping from one thing to another.
I ain't even editing this. So...
Okay, that's fine. I don't want to edit it either. 2021 brings no edited podcast from Let's Talk Avatar.
Not that we're not trying. We're just not trying behind the scenes.
So we're not trying anymore at this point. I mean, were we trying before? I feel like if we were actually trying, and we're not saying this because we don't care about you guys, because we do, but we're just being our real authentic selves at this point. I mean, we have been the whole time, but at this...
Me and Rachel are two very scatterbrained people. Mm-hmm. So keeping us on track is like...
Posture check. The chair's gonna squeak, but my posture's bad. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2021 has not been good for our posture.
Also, check me out on Twitch. I'm streaming on there more. Twitch.tv/Rachelina, RAECHALINA. I stream Minecraft, Mario Kart, Neopets, you name it.
Check out my Redbubble now that we're here.
Now that we're plugging ourselves.
My Redbubble is Isaac Smith Art all together. I have a Triforce sticker if you really like Zelda fan art. And it's been selling a lot, so I think it's good.
Also, we're making stickers. We can make our own stickers now, and we want to give some away. Let's do a giveaway right now on the podcast. I have like 5 stamps. So we can send like 5 people stickers.
Yeah, I've actually been wanting to make a sticker set, like a mock-up to give to people.
Pre-warning, they are not like anything official. So let's do this now. We're going to do a giveaway only on our podcast, because usually we do them on Instagram and Twitter, but we're going to do it for our podcast listeners only. So if you're listening and you are interested in receiving a free, completely free, we're not going to guarantee the quality, sticker pack from us, send us a message. Send us a message on Instagram, Let's Talk Avatar, just a DM, and we'll get your address and send it to you.
Also, shout out to all of the artists and people and friends in the Avatar community. Killing it. Always uplifting other people, including us. Like,
you guys, the Avatar community, let me tell you something. We may not always agree with everyone else's opinions on the show, but this community is so freaking supportive and loving and talented. It is mind-blowing. If you are not in the community, or you haven't like infiltrated it, do so. You will not regret it, because this community is amazing.
Emma Moon's designs, Wisteria art, Virtual Pinsanity, just to name a few.
Of artists that create really amazing products. There's another one I want to check out that they've been posting about, and I think it's like Stormy Night Charm or something like that. It's the pins I showed you today. The one...
Oh, the really cool, like, sparkly Earth Kingdom one?
I want to buy some.
It looks like jewelry you'd find in the Earth Kingdom if you were actually, like, in the Avatar world.
Yeah. There's another girl I follow on Twitter. I cannot remember her name. I follow her on Twitter, though. She's creating this Momo and Appa pin, and it looks so cool. All of these artists create all this amazing art for Avatar, and I just love it. And I want more. I want to make just a million friends, and we just, like... Also, behind the scenes stuff,
like, they're always there to try out our products.
Yes. Like, if you guys... We haven't said anything yet, because we're still kind of figuring things out. We want to create merch. Surprisingly, we've had multiple people ask us for merch, which we never thought anyone would. But we make our own merch. We have our own heat press, buy our shirts, print everything, do everything in-house ourselves. So we were testing stuff out to figure out, like, the quality of everything. And we have so many supportive friends that are willing to help us and, like, test things out and give us their opinions. And it's just amazing. Okay, this podcast isn't even about episode 1. We're just sharing the love of all of our friends.
Yeah. But back to episode 1 of season 3, Breath of Fresh Air.
Shout out, we love all you guys. You're amazing. Okay.
It is my favorite intro to a season. I already said that. But
very, very good.
I love the new threat. because it's like, what is this guy about?
Oh wait, this is episode 2. Okay, episode 2, guys, I promise you we're going to be a little more on track because there's a lot more that happens that, I mean, don't.
How are we forgetting? Boomy literally gets airbending in the first 10 seconds of the season.
I think that's what makes it so interesting, and no one believes him again. And then Milo's like, here, Uncle Boomy.
Yeah, throws the plate at his face.
Airbends, yeah, that was pretty cool. That's such a big moment. It makes me so happy because I'm like,
Boomy
finally. Boomy is, and he's an airbender.
When Milo was like,
you know what I really absolutely love about this is the fact that, you know, you would think with Tenzin and all the kids being the only airbenders for so long that they'd kind of gatekeep it. But Tenzin's so happy. No, you know what I mean? Like, they'd be like, no, we don't want
I'm just imagining them like...
They're like, you are not allowed in our airbending temple. But they are so welcoming for it. They love it. They're excited, you know, and I really, really respect that because I know so many people that, like, try and keep things for themselves. And you would think... Respect.
Remember when we used to do that? Anyways, yeah. Episode 1 of season... So episode... hey guys, we're just like fit.
Okay, I'm gonna warn you guys. Another warning. There's about 30 warnings in this episode. This episode will not be that long because we're only talking about one episode. Try new things with us, guys.
We love Avatar.
We love Avatar. We love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us.
I feel like we did not do this episode justice.
We didn't.
It is so good though. Like, if you haven't watched season 3,
please.
Like, or if you haven't watched it in a while, which me and Rachel haven't, go watch it.
Yeah, rewatch it because it's so good. It's so entertaining. Me and Isaac are the type of people where we like to be on our phones playing games or doing something while we watch a show. And
not so much me, but...
Oh, I definitely am. I play a puzzle game. What is it called?
Hungry Cat Picross.
Hungry Cat Picross.
Another shout out. I'm just kidding.
Favorite game. I love puzzles, so I play it while I watch shows. And this episode made me have to stop a few times to focus on the show. Not many shows do that. Like, I'm always listening to the background, but... This was definitely an episode that made me have to pay attention. Like, it caught my attention. So, you need to go watch it. Even if you just watched it, watch it again. You won't regret it. Season 3 is really good. You know? And, like you said, the threat that they're presenting is like...
And I remember when we were watching it, Zahir's like, I'm gonna go make sure the Avatar doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. And Rachel's like, why do they want to kill the Avatar? And I'm like... That is weird that you mentioned that because I never realized that, but that's true.
It's their like number one thing.
But one thing that Korra does really good is they all have the same end goal, which is kill Korra. But
imagine if
their reasoning for it completely different from the next villain, and their way of going about it completely different.
Yeah, very true. Imagine if they all teamed up though. I mean, not season 1 because they're dead, but like
imagine if Zahir got Vatu in him. Una Zahir?
Una Zahir?
Una here?
Una here?
Una here?
Can we please make a sticker of...
Our new OC, not canon, head canon.
Head canon.
Una Zahir.
Una Zahir. Una here.
Like Zuko here.
Zuko here. Ooh, episode 2. Okay, you guys.
Anyways,
can we just talk about episode 2 and start from one episode and the next one? This episode's gonna be so short, and I want to give them stuff. To the people that actually care about what we have to say, I want to give them something.
If there's anyone listening.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna talk about the first 2 episodes right here, and then we're gonna go to one episode.
Okay, we're just gonna end it.
Are you sure? Please.
See y'all next.
No, please.
The first half of the episode, we're already like, we're just going to talk about one episode.
Okay, but it's so us to be like, here, you know what, forget it, we're going to talk about
Okay, let's talk about episode 2. Zuko's here.
Zuko, you guys, I forgot that Zuko shows up, and he has his dragon. Okay, this is where we talk about the threat of it all. Zuko is the one that makes you nervous because he says each of them can take down any bender individually. So all 4 of them together, because there's Pali, Zahir,
Minghua,
Minghua,
Gazan.
yeah, and you see them all battle when Zahir goes to break them out, and it is like...
Well, we haven't seen Pali yet.
No, Pali not yet. I mean, we already know her.
We already know.
We already know her strengths.
She's the queen.
And her weaknesses.
Queen of combustion.
Combustion queen. We should make a sticker about Pali.
With the combustion symbol?
Combustion queen. With a queen.
The red lotus. We could do like a red lotus.
Can we put a crown on her, but there's like a circle on the eye, the combustion eye, so it like,
it's like her like...
emphasizes it. Like the eye is the gem. Ooh.
Steven Universe?
Good idea. Season 2 though, you meet Kai, who Janora is trying to get with.
Yeah, I'm like you're 10 years old.
She's like,
calm down.
Hey, my name's Janora. I can teach you anything you need to know about airbending.
And Tenzin's instantly
and he's like, cool, thanks. And then Tenzin's like, Janora, let's go. And then Mako's like, I know what you're up to. I was in the same spot you were. And
okay, like, long story short, everyone fucking hates Kai. Everyone wants to kill Kai. Except for Janora.
No. Everyone wants to, and no one wants to but Mako. Like, even Korra hugs him and is like,
Tenzin,
come on.
Mako.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we forgot to mention in the first episode the love triangle awkwardness between Asami, Korra, and Mako also.
They resolved it.
Still don't agree with the fact that Asami and Korra are together because...
I've accepted it.
I mean, I've accepted it.
It sounds homophobic saying you don't accept
I know.
it.
That's why I feel bad saying it, because I'm not homophobic, but I feel like they're just so much better, like, best friends than a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was watching a YouTuber talk about it, and he was even saying, like, he sees it more as, like, a friendship.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to Rachel, too, when we were watching these episodes. One thing that Avatar does really well with relationships is they make sure that the other person in the relationship is challenging the other one in some way, vice versa. What is Korra going to challenge out of Asami, and what is Asami going to challenge? Like, what are they going to bring to each other's table?
I love them as friends, like best friends, because they do have that really good dynamic. But as a couple, I just don't get it. You know? But I didn't really... I mean, her and Mako, I liked at first, and then I'm like, okay, this is a toxic relationship. Probably.
Or bi. Maybe would they be considered... Yeah, they're bi.
They're bi. They're both with Mako.
Or pan.
I mean, either way. Either way, it was awkward for them because they were both... No, it's not even awkward for them. It's Mako that makes the interactions awkward. And then I feel like they like to tease him, to mess with him.
Yeah, they're like, you want to see his foot?
It is... It is cool because even Korra says, like, she's never had, like, a true girlfriend besides Naga. And I'm like, you and Naga have conversations?
That's a dog.
Mean, but it's cool for her to have a female friend. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Episode 2.
Yeah, episode 2. Guys, don't think I'm homophobic. I'm not.
Rachel, we get it.
But I feel bad for saying that. Every time I don't agree with, like, I see posts about Korrasami all the time. And I think, like, just like I'm not a fan of Mako and Korra, I'm not a fan of them. And it doesn't make sense to me. But I do love the characters individually. Okay, guys, that's it. That's my rant.
The only couple I agree with
I accept everyone no matter what. Okay, I love you all. At
the end of this entire series of Korra, the only couple I agree with is Opal and Bolin. That is the only one.
Yeah. I'll have to wait. Out of the entire series? I mean, I liked Kuvira and her fiance, but...
Someone was shipping Kuvira with Korra. And I feel like that would actually work.
I feel like that would, because they would challenge each other.
Yeah, even though they're similar in a sense that they get everything they want.
They're very strong personal people. Like, personal... very strong
they're
female
very personal.
Roles. They do take things personally.
And I feel like honestly Korra would be the submissive one in that relationship.
100%.
Which is weird because Korra, up until Kuvira, is like the like alpha.
Yeah, she's the very like strong,
headstrong.
Yeah, tenacious female character, and then
we should talk about we should do a ship episode.
Yeah, I would love to do a ship episode.
We should think of literally any combination, even like.
I'm trying to think right now, even like characters.
Smellerbee and Toph. Like,
why does that? No.
Why was I thinking the same thing? No.
Toph always striked me as someone who would be, I don't know. I feel like she'd be lesbian or bi. Obviously, she's not. I mean, we don't know. She likes men enough to have 2 kids, but we never see the baby daddies.
Yeah, with 2 different baby daddies.
Yeah.
Come on, get it together.
Do they have different dads? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
They do, right? Interesting, Toph.
Interesting.
Side note.
I'll keep that in my brain for later.
What if we just talked about the sexual orientations of all the characters?
Bolin.
What do you think about Bolin?
I don't think he's gay. I just think he's like very set in his own sexuality. So he's a very confident straight man.
Yeah, I can see that totally.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Mako, I do get a little bit of gay vibe from.
Yeah, same. Definitely.
Like, you're holding on to these women that clearly...
You don't know how to be in a relationship.
I don't think you ever fucked them.
Yeah, like, I feel like it's hard for him to be in a relationship with a female. You know?
Yeah, like it's forced.
Yeah.
Like it's uncomfortable.
Exactly. Okay. What else was I going to say? I forgot.
I think that's why he went to go see Varric a lot when he was a police officer.
Varric is a very, I feel like, pansexual kind of person.
Hashtag cancel Mako.
Varric is the type, I feel like, to love anyone no matter what, you know?
This episode is so chaotic.
Gosh. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I was going to say something really
Let's
deep.
talk Avatar Unfiltered.
This is literally unfiltered.
Ali Boston liked my picture. Anyways. Episode 2. We're not on season 2 anymore. We are on season 3. Episode 2.
I'm so glad that we got to see Zuko, even if it's just for a little bit. Side note, me and Isaac both agreed his voice actor does not match what we would have thought he would sound like when he was older.
Sounds like he's like trying to put on a slight British accent.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. People change when they get older, obviously. Like, you're not going to be the same person you were when you were 20, when you're like 80 years old, but maybe the same like mannerisms would be there, or like same voice a little bit.
Could they like bring Dante Bosco back and like have him do an old voice?
He's like, I'm Zuko.
The fact that he has a dragon though is so cool.
So cool.
Oh, I was gonna say, people are probably gonna hate on me for this. I
hate you. Just kidding.
No,
just
you
kidding,
agree with
kidding.
me. I am not a Toph fan. Never have been. I think she's a cool character. I think she is really strong. I have respect for her character. I just don't understand the hype around her, and I'm kind of pissed that she's in...
I understand the hype around her. I'm just not going to accept it.
I get why people like her,
kidding.
but I don't get to the extremes of it all. Also, I'm pretty pissed that Sokka is not even mentioned. I mean, he's mentioned, but like hardly ever mentioned, and yet Toph gets a whole freaking beginning of a season with her involved. Not fair.
Preach.
Not fair. I'm pissed about it. I wanted Sokka, not Toph. That's the end of it. I don't care if you guys like Toph.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. That sounds so mean. I care. If you guys like Toph, that's fine.
We're starting beef.
We're starting beef with everyone. Someone start beef with us, please.
Please beef with us. If you are an Avatar podcast, we need to beef with you.
I don't think Avatar podcasts listen to us, and if they are, they do not get this far in.
Yeah. Does anyone?
Yeah.
Who are we talking to right now? Who is listening?
Who is still listening? I feel like there's no easy way to get people to like interact with us, because the amount of times I've said reach out to us compared to the amount of listeners we get does not correspond with the DMs I'm getting, so it's not adding up.
Something ain't right
shout
here.
out to... I do not remember the name. He's a Twitch streamer. He streams on Twitch.
Shout out.
He has... Oh, guys, we mentioned the Minecraft server that we wanted to create. We're not doing it. We have too much on our plate. We were trying to figure something out. We overcommitted, so...
Yeah, it's...
I mean, I'm not going to say we're not going to do it, just not right now.
Another thing about me and Rachel, we overcommitters.
Overcommit to the maximum.
So just the worst kind of traits you can have: overcommitment and
scattered brain.
Scattered brain.
That's what this podcast equals. I want to say that next week's episode will be better than this, but I can't promise you that. Also,
can we do an episode where we guess Korra characters' zodiac signs?
Oh my gosh. Why?
Why not? That sounds fun.
But I don't know enough about zodiac signs to be like, I'm getting Aquarius vibes from Milo. Milo, I can go off I'm a Leo. I know Leos real well.
Milo would either be a Leo or...
Milo is a Leo. His very, I'm in charge, I'm big and in charge attitude is Leo.
He knows what he wants.
He's more, determined and set in his ways.
But he's always talking about, militaristic things, which kind of scares... He gives me, not to get controversial, but he gives me school shooter vibes.
Really? I don't get those kind of vibes from him. I get very, when he's older... I wouldn't be surprised if the relationship he's in is mentally abusive.
I was thinking the same thing, which is sad because he's 5 years old. He looks like he's 2 years old.
Yeah, he's a very strong-willed child. I'm not going to say he'd be physically abusive, but definitely mentally, Oh my gosh. This podcast... Do we even post this episode?
Yes.
Why? This episode is a word dump at best.
And that is us. Rachel, if you listen back to all of our episodes, they, in some form or another, they are a word dump. So
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize in advance for the amount of roller coaster rides we
I'm
not even
gonna front and say that next week will be better because probably
will.
Won't.
But we're gonna go to one episode next week. We're only allowed to watch one episode because when we watch two in a row,
it gets us
it messes our minds up. We get too stuck on the other one. Is there anything final thoughts of episode 2 that you want to talk about?
I love that it was just an extension of episode 1 in the sense that they're getting the villain brought into it more, or the villains.
Yes. Next episode is the Earth Queen, right?
Can't wait for that hoe to suffocate. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Forget I said that.
You get Isaac's dark side because we're not editing any of this out.
I'm on the dark side today.
If you guys only heard the stuff that we edit out of a regular podcast, actually it's not that bad, but...
It's not bad, it's just
is it pushing the envelope? Should we post it? Those kind of questions are what comes to mind.
Depends on what envelope.
Depends
on the size, shape,
We do have
color.
a disclaimer that it is a teen-rated podcast, but sometimes I feel like we should rate it as 18 and older, a very mature-rated podcast.
Anyways.
Especially as of late.
Take a shot anytime we say anyways. Also, I don't think I've heard Rachel... I don't think I've heard Rachel say, here's the thing.
Okay, so I guess I say, here's the thing, a lot. And Isaac and my husband have both pointed it out to me multiple times. Actually, they themselves say it all the time now, too. And so now that I know I say that, I've been catching myself and try to stop myself from saying it.
Here's the thing. We are ending right now.
Here's the thing. Check us out. Again, we are doing a giveaway. So if you're interested, we will leave this giveaway open until 5 people have DM'd us on Instagram, Let's Talk Avatar, or you can email us, letstalkavatarnem@gmail.com if you want free stickers. Absolutely free. You just have to be okay with sharing your address with us.
LETSTALKAVATARNEM@gmail.com.
gmail.com.
And the @ symbol is pretty easy if you hold shift and 2 on the keyboard at the same time.
Yes, unless you have some kind of weird keyboard. What is it? The same on the Mac?
Unless you have a typewriter.
I've never even looked at a Mac. Unless you have a typewriter.
I think on a Mac it's Command 2. Yeah. Command access shift, I think.
Oh, I have no idea. Oh,
correct me if I'm wrong for all you Mac lovers out there. Not Mac Cosmetics.
I mean, I do love Mac.
Animal Crossing palette. Rachel, how do you feel?
Oh my gosh, you guys. Animal Crossing Colourpop is coming out with an Animal Crossing. I'm going to get it all. Okay, we're done. Love you all. Thank you guys so much for enduring this episode. I can't believe you have. If you have any comments or you want to enter the giveaway, please reach out to us. And stay tuned next week for hopefully a less scatterbrained episode.
Yep.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Isaac.
And we will see you next time when we talk Avatar.
Woo!
Bye. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We love you, Nuggie. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. You can find us on our website at nonessentialmedia.com, on Twitter at Let's Avatar, and on Instagram at Let's Talk Avatar. Join us next week for another episode. And as always, thank you so much for all your support.